Welcome back, everyone. It's the Bourbon Judge. Hey, we are back at it, and I'm a little excited for today. I'm excited for today's episode.
All I got is bourbon.
Welcome back, everyone. It's the Bourbon Judge episode. I'm going to dive into my top 7 double oaked whiskeys you must you got to at least try them, and hopefully if you can find them, grab them and add them to your collection. But these are my personal top 7 double oak whiskeys that I've had, that I enjoy, that I love. They're ones that they will always be in my collection. I love these 7 and I love them big time. So I'm gonna go through each one and explain the reason why. Is that fair? All right, cool. All right. So today's episode, I actually think a credit to one of our subscribers, our good friend. His name is Marlon. Marlon, he watches the channel, and he dropped this comment. He was like, "Judge, how about like a double oak episode?" So hey, Marlon, this is for you, my man. I appreciate you. All right, so we're gonna dive into these. I will say though, these are not ranked in order. These are just my personal top 7 favorite double oak whiskeys, bourbons and ryes, a little bit of both. And it's funny, I was actually talking to my patrons. I asked them for hey, drop a comment, in our group chat, drop a comment, let me know what are your favorites. And funny enough, these 7 came up time after time after time. So obviously me and my patrons have very similar palates, which I love. So we have a beautiful community. So, which by the way, if you're interested in becoming a patron, go ahead, check me out over on Patreon. We have a wonderful community between Patreon, Discord, all of our live streams, private live streams, our chats. We have a blast. We definitely have a blast for sure. So definitely go ahead and check me out over on Patreon. All right. So let's dive into these 7 and I'm gonna explain the reason why. Is that fair? All right. One thing that you're gonna see on this list. Number 1, there's no Woodford. I love Woodford Double Oak. It was one of my gateway whiskeys. Don't get me wrong. I love Woodford Double Oak, but it's not on this list. So we're going to dive into everything else that the judge happens to love. Fair? All right. Let's go number 1 here. So number 1. Oh, man. Oh, boy. Woohoo! Number 1, this happens to be my barrel pick that I did with this distillery. A brand that I'm a big fan of. They are very reasonable from a price standpoint. This one happens to be my single barrel, but take away my single barrel. Even if you find the standard version of this that's on the shelf, it's just epic. Number 1 comes from Starlight. This is Starlight. They're double oak bourbon whiskey. What I love about Starlight is a couple things, honestly. Number 1, they do everything themselves, right? They use all their own grain, they distill it, they age it, they bottle it, they do everything on site at their facility. They are a true grain to glass facility, and I respect the hell out of that. I really do. So that's number 1, Starlight double oak. Again, this was my single barrel double oak bourbon. That was just amazing. I mean amazing. But take away just my single barrel. Every Starlight double oak that I've ever had have always been amazing, and I really enjoy the quality whiskey. What I love about them, not only the grain to glass aspect, I also love the fact that they're starting to get into higher age statements as well. So my single barrel was, I think, 6 years and change. I think it was close to 7 actually, but 6 years in a few months. But a lot of the other products now that you find them on the shelf are closer to 7, even some 8-year-olds. So they're definitely getting up there from an age standpoint, which is great. So I do love some Starlight. That is number 1. All right, before I get to number 2, real quick, can you please go ahead and hit the subscribe button right there? Fair? All right, Judge, what's number 2? So number 2 comes from a brand that I think, honestly, it's hard to start your own brand, especially being the fact that these gentlemen were influencers similar to myself. They started their own brand, and they have just been producing fantastic whiskey. I personally love their double oak rye, Pursuit United. Man, Kenny and Ryan, they are sourcing and blending some excellent whiskey. This double oak rye, do I love it? Yeah, I think I like it a little bit, just a little bit. I love Pursuit United spirits as a whole, but their double oak rye, I think this is next level, and I mean truly next level. Truly amazing quality whiskey. Nice job, Pursuit. That is number 2. All right, number 3, Judge. What is number 3? Oh boy, number 3. Number 3 might be one of the best double oaked rye on the market. I want to repeat that because that's a bold statement, right? Repeat it, Judge. It might be one of the best double oak rye to ever be made, and I mean ever. This brand, I love everything that they do as well because they distill their own distillery. They produce their own whiskey as well. But their double oak bourbon is really good. But their double oak rye, another level. It's on a different level all by itself. Number 3, my good friends, Peerless double oak rye. Woo-hoo! Oh my goodness. You want to talk about a grand slam of a whiskey? This is insane good. And I mean insane. Oh man. In fact, it's so good. I need some whiskey right now. Hey, real quick, 3 quick easy favors. Number 1, hit the like button. Number 2, drop me a comment. Let me know what's your favorite double oak rye or double oak bourbon that's out there. And then number 3, please make sure if you haven't did it thus far, please make sure you also subscribe to the channel. Cheers, my friends. Woo! Gosh, right now, I'm actually sipping this one right here. Pursuit United, their double oak rye. Oh boy, that is so good. Goodness gracious. All right, Judge, let's get through number 4 and 5 before we get to 6 and 7. Let's do it. So number 4 comes from a brand in Ohio. I'm a big fan of this brand. The team there, the owner, the entire staff, honestly, they are just genuinely good people that care about producing amazing quality whiskey. They take their time, their effort to blend, and they source and blend a lot of just amazing barrels. I actually just did a barrel pick with them. So number 4 comes from Columbus, Ohio, Whiskey War. This is the Whiskey War double oak. I'm sorry, double oak rather. My apologies. This is the Whiskey War double oak. Folks, please give these smaller brands a try. Try High Bank Distillery. Try this double oak or even their standard double oak. They are both excellent quality whiskeys. Oh man. I did a barrel pick with them, so you guys know me. I only focus on quality barrels, not quantity as a whole. Hence the reason why I love myself some High Bank Distillery and everything that they produce. Check out High Bank Distillery. Number 4. All right, number 5. Oh boy. So you want to talk about the reason why I love this one is a double oak rye. To me, I love it because it's clean, it's sweet, and if you're looking to make the leap of faith into the rye category as a whole, try this double oak rye. Nothing better on the market better than this rye. From like a lower proof standpoint, I should say. Sagamore Spirit, their double oak rye. So the Sagamore Spirit, the double oak rye, always coming in at 96.6 proof. So it's at a lower proof point, so it doesn't really compete with like the Peerless or even the Pursuit United. It's a lower proof point, but if you're looking to make that leap of faith into the rye category and you want something a little bit sweeter, try the Sagamore Spirit double oak rye. I can't even tell you how many bottles of this I've had because I honestly don't even know. It's way more than a handful, and that's sad. I know that's really, really sad, but that's just how good the whiskey is. So, hey, Sagamore Spirit double oak rye, truly special, absolutely special. All right, before we get to number 6 and 7, I have one big favor from everyone. Please go ahead, if you haven't did it, hit the subscribe button. Thank you very much. Do appreciate it. All right. Number 6, Judge, what is number 6 and why? So number 6 comes from a brand where I actually just did a barrel pick with them. It's bourbon finished in X honey barrels. That one's releasing like in the next week. One of the owners, his name is Clinton, and the other 2 owners, they are just focused on quality. They're also focused on changing it up. So what does that mean? They'll take something, for example, they'll take a barrel from one distillery, they'll take the top and the head off from a different distillery and kind of create like a customized barrel of whiskey, which is pretty cool, and then dump whiskey from another distillery in it. Yes, so when I talk about creativity, they are doing creativity at its finest. So number 6 on this list. Oh man, come on. Have you not had anything from Short Barrel? if you haven't, please try Short Barrel. Short Barrel whiskey, Clinton, one of the owners, and Clinton does a lot of like the blending there. Clinton to me is a mastermind. I've said it before. I call Clinton Nancy Fraley's youngest son. He's not really her son, but when you want to talk about somebody who's blending his butt off, Clinton is phenomenal. He's actually a good guy, and just the entire team of Short Barrel are good guys. And their whiskey, not bad at all. Not bad at all. Hey, cheers to Short Barrel, and cheers to the rest of these brands. Woo! Speaking of Short Barrel, I need some of this right now. So, Judge, what is number 7 on your list? So, the 7th double oaked bourbon that I would recommend you do your hardest, like, hunting to grab a bottle of it. And if you can't get a bottle of it, I get it. Sometimes these are hard to find, especially this last one. Try it at a bar, at like, a lot of like really good high-end whiskey bars. They should have this, or even a friend might have it. Ask for a sample. Number 7 on the list. Oh boy, they are special. This brand is special, and some might say it might be the best double oak bourbon on the market. Some people will say that because it is that damn good. It's cracked my top 10, I think now like 2 years in a row. So I happen to love it myself as well. Number 7 on the list comes from our good friends down in Americus, Georgia. Yes, 13th Colony. Woohoo! Max, the owner, and his team at 13th Colony. Your double oak bourbon is just redunculous. Yes, I made that word up. It is redunculous. It's so damn good. It's illegal. I mean, this whiskey is so good. It's lovely. I recently had a whiskey event here at my house, and everyone was like, Judge, can I try the 13th Colony? Like, I know it's a really high-end bottle, hard to get. Absolutely. That is what whiskey is for. People, they tried it. We almost finished the bottle, so I'm almost done with it. But 13th Colony, it is truly epic and special. All right, my friends, until the next time, peace, cheers, and as we will always say in this courtroom, salute. Take care. See you guys.